del x bar 1 by del x2 t2 plus del x bar 1 by del x3 t3. Now suppose I substitute the values. Okay, so you know the transformation. I am not going up. Here I am writing x bar 1. What is x bar 1? A11 x1 plus A12 x2 plus A13 x3. So now I can look what is del x bar 1 by del x1. So this is nothing but A11. Del x bar 1 by del x2. What is that? It is A12. And del x bar 1 by del x3 is equal to A13. From this I can obtain. So that value is substituted here. So this is A11 into T1 plus A12 into T2 plus A13 into T3. So what is this? This is nothing but A1RTR. Again, use Einstein summation convention and I can write this as A1RTR. Okay. So here I can see that T bar I is equal to, what is the change? It will be AIRTR. Okay, so here the transformation law for a contravariant vector is this in a rectangular Cartesian coordinate system. If the transformation is from one Cartesian coordinate to another Cartesian coordinate, the partial derivatives you can merely replace by the direction cosines. So this is the idea which I want to tell you. And similarly you can see that in the case of this one covariant. So in the case of a covariant vector, the case of a covariant vector or tensor Ti, we have the transformation law. What is that? T bar I is equal to del x I by del x bar del x r upon del x bar I Ti. This is the transformation. Okay. So here what you will get? Here I will get T bar 1. So therefore T bar I, this is precisely del x1 by del x bar I T1 plus del x2 by del x bar I T2 plus del x3 by del x bar I T3. Okay, and if you want T1 bar, then one has to make it del x1 by del x bar 1 into T1 plus del x2 by del x bar 1 T2 plus del x3 by del x bar 1 T3. Okay, and you have these expressions. You have this expression x1. How will I write x1? You reverse the transformation. x1 is a11 x1 bar, a21 x2 bar, a31 x3 bar. What is x2? This is a12 into x1 bar plus etc. Similarly x3 a13 x bar 1 plus etc. This is the thing. Now I want to substitute for this quantity. This is x bar 1. X bar 1. I want to substitute for this quantity. What is del x 1 by del x bar 1?
A1.
A11. Okay, similarly del x2 by del x bar 1. This is equal to, इधर से मिलेगा आपको A12 and del x3 by del x bar 1, so that is A13. Now substitute these values here. So here I am getting A11 T1 plus A12 T2 plus A13 T3. Okay, so this is nothing but A ऊपर का 1, the change will be here R T R. Okay, so this is what I am getting. So therefore, what is T bar I? So now you can see T bar I. Therefore T bar I is equal to, the change will be here, A I R T R. Now you look to this one. This transformation, this transformation law for this, and this transformation law for this. So look to the form of this one, AIR. AIR. Okay, and here also you are getting the same thing, AIR. So that is why the component, they are unaltered. So that is why in the rectangular Cartesian coordinate system, you cannot distinguish between a contravariant and a covariant component. They're same. Okay, the contravariant and covariant kind of thing changes when you have oblique asymptote, and which is not an orthogonal coordinate Cartesian coordinate system. So this kind of transformation law is called the is applicable to the Cartesian coordinate system, and the corresponding tenses are usually called the Cartesian tenses. Okay, so in this way you can define the higher order thing. So the only difference there is you have to replace the partial derivative by this direction cosines. So that is the change. So I just defined for the higher order kind of thing. Okay, up to second order mixed. That much is needed for me. So this is only for your knowledge. Okay, the higher order Cartesian tenses can be defined as follows. T bar ij is equal to, here I should have a TRS I need. Okay, so what should be this? I have this A and A. Here it will be IR and it will be JS. Okay, so two things will come. This is corresponding to two partial derivatives. Okay, similarly T bar ij, that's equal to, there also there is no change for the coefficients. So it is AIR, AJS, and here it is TRS. Okay, and what about the mixed? Mixed also I and J. So here it will be T, R and S. Here there is no change, IR, A, J, S. So this way you can define for any higher order. Okay, so this is the transformation law for the Cartesian tenses. So this is what one has to remember it. Okay, So now you have seen what is the transformation law for contravariant, covariant tensors and vectors, etc. And we have seen how the components changes when component changes when the component in one coordinate is given. How will you find out the components in the other coordinate system? And the last for covariant, I have given a problem also. I think you might have done it, and if you did not do it, you are not getting, you can talk to me. Now, if tensors, vectors, suppose you have two vectors, you can add two vectors. You can multiply a vector by a scalar quantity. Okay, so can we do the same thing for tensors also? So that is what you are now looking. What are the tensor operations which you can make? Okay, what is the tensor operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, all these things are possible or not. Okay, so this is tensor operations. Tensor operations. So first one is the sum. How will you find out the sum of two tensors? Okay, so let me define the sum like this. Let S, this is a tensor and whose components I denoted by I1, I2, etc. IP. So it's a more general. Okay, and here it is J1, J2, etc. JQ. So it is contravariant in P indices and covariant in Q indices. Okay, so it is the rank of this tensor is P plus Q, total rank, and T equal to T of K1, K2, etc. KR and L1, L2, etc. LS. Okay, so these are two. So iska rank kitna hai? R plus S. 1, 2, 3 up to R upper. Niche S. So it is R plus S is the total rank of this. And if you have only one index, then you know what's the transformation. Two indices, you know how to. Similarly, you extend this to any number of things. Okay. So that also, I have given you a general definition for the tenses that you can apply here. Okay. Now, what is the sum of these two? Then their sum is defined as sum S plus T is defined as S plus T is equal to S I1, I2, etc. IP, J1, J2, etc. JQ plus T K1, K2, etc. KR, L1, L2, etc. LS. Okay, this is a tensor. Is a tensor of the same type. Of the same type. And order as the original tensors. Original tenses. Okay, so you add the components. Okay, so you will get the sum of these two. So it is not this. You can take any simple example and then you can see how the sum works. Okay. Now, what is a linear combination? Linear combination.
Sir, what exactly the tensor of same type mean?
Same type means same rank. Say, for example, what is the type of this first one? Okay, I will explain to you. Same type, I will write here, same type. What is S? What is the type of S? S is of the type PQ. Okay, and what is T? T is of the type RS. Okay, so I can make the sum only when they are of the same type. So that means here you look, this is P and Q. They should be same as R and S. Otherwise, you cannot do that. Okay, so that was a good question. That was helpful for you. Okay, so here P and Q, then R and S, they should be same. That's the meaning of this. Okay.
Then, sir,
So
instead of RNS, why don't we just write P and Q?
that's also possible. Okay, so you can make like this, where आप इधर लिखो, where P is equal to R and Q is equal to S. Then only you can make the sum. Okay, so same type means contravariant in P indices and covariant in Q indices. Contravariant in R indices, covariant in S indices. Okay, then your P should be equal to R and your Q should be equal to S. Then only you can make the sum of this. Okay, so this is the. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. And here we have written and order as the original tensors. Then we don't need to write that, right? Because if we said same type, then obviously the
Yeah,
order also
yeah.
is same.
Yeah. So they should be same. Or directly what you can do is that here you make R and here you make S. That also will work.
Okay, sir.
Then also it is. So, but they should be same. So that is the meaning of that. Okay. Now, their linear combination. So if vector का linear combination आपको पता है. So same thing here. T1, T2, etc. Tn are tensors of the same type. Are tensors of the same. Now you understood what is the same type. Contravariant and covariant, there should be the same type. And lambda 1, lambda 2, etc. lambda n are scalars, are invariant quantities. Invariant quantities. Then lambda 1 T1 plus lambda 2 T2 plus etc. plus lambda n Tn is a tensor. Is a tensor of the same type. Of the same type and order. Same type and order. It is called the linear combination. Linear combination. For example, one example. Example. Show that if lambda and mu are invariants, scalar quantities, and Si and Ti are components of a contravariant vectors, then lambda into Si plus mu into Ti defined in all coordinate systems is a contravariant vector. Okay, if these two are contravariant vectors and these are invariant quantities, then their linear combination also will be a contravariant. That's the meaning of the same type and order. So that you can prove it actually. Okay, so how will you solve, get a solution? What is lambda? Scalar, yes, lambda and mu are invariant. What do you mean by invariant quantity? They are scalar quantity. In कोई भी coordinate system में इसका value same है. That's the meaning. टेंसर का कंपोनेंट्स चेंज होगा ना, कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम चेंज हो तो कंपोनेंट्स में चेंज है ना. टेंसर कंपोनेंट विल चेंज इट. इसमें क्या स्केलर का क्या है? स्केलर इज ए टेंसर ऑफ रैंक 0, so that's the difference. Okay. So now can you prove this? Let me take this transformation law for this. Okay, so let me have lambda bar in one coordinate system and s bar I plus mu bar t bar I. So let me take this. Okay, so what is this according to definition? Lambda bar is the same as lambda in the xi coordinate system because it is an invariant. And si bar का transformation law क्या है? SR into del x bar I by del xr plus mu bar क्या होगा? Mu only. Okay, t bar I का transformation law क्या होगा? TR into del x bar I upon del xr. Okay, this is equal to lambda s r plus mu tr. What is common? Del x bar I by del xr. Okay, so what does it mean? So आप ये देखो, ये भी देखो. So it transforms like a tensor. So therefore lambda si plus mu tr is transforming like a
सर दोनों में आ रहा होगा.
क्या हुआ?
लैम्डा एस आर म्यू टी आर.
Okay. Lambda SR and T. Correct. Is transformed like a contravariant vector. Okay, so therefore it's a contravariant. These components are contravariant components. That's the meaning. Now, what about the product? So there are different kinds of products that are in this case. First, I talk about outer product. Okay, the outer product of two tensors. The outer product of two tensors. Two tensors. I take the same one. S is equal to S I1, I2, etc. IP, J1, J2, etc. JQ, and T is equal to T K1, K2, etc. KR, L1, L2, etc. LS. I'm having two general tensors. The outer product of two tensors S and T is a tensor. Let me denote it by ST, square bracket. Okay, so it is defined as S, I1, I2, etc. IP, J1, J2, etc. JQ multiplied by T, K1, K2, etc. KR, L1, L2, etc. LS, which is of the order M equal to P plus Q plus R plus S. The sum of the orders of S and T. Contravariant how much P plus R, and covariant Q plus S. So you see, this is contravariant P total, either R total. So you sum it. Okay, covariant Q here and S here. So the when you take the product, its order is defined like this. So note that if you take ST, that will be the same as TS. I'll show through some examples this idea. So this is the definition for that. Now take an example how you find out the product. Okay. Example.
Sir, here they don't need to be of same type.
No.
Or
So
they
that's
need
what
to.
I want to say. Here there need not be of the same type. Okay. So for example, आप ये ऐसा थिंकिंग करो, ये मैट्रिक्स का साथ दो मैट्रिक्स ऐड करने के लिए आपको सेम टाइप होना चाहिए ना?
Yes, sir.
But when you multiply two matrices, that need not be of the same type, but there should be some kind of relation. So that sense, there is some difference between these two, but that way you can consider. Here, there is no need that they should be of the same type. Now, you can see this example, what does actually the meaning of the outer product. So given two tensors S equal to Sij and T equal to Tk, then the outer product St is this one Sij multiplied by Tk, which is a tensor denoted by some Pij k. ऐसा आ जाएगा. Okay, one contravariant, two covariant IJ. So that's why the ranks are the indices are added up. Okay, so here it is 2, here it is 1. Okay. Now, how can we show that this? You write down the transformation law for these two. That's the way you show it. Okay, so that means, let me write down P bar ijk. This I denoted by S bar ij and T bar k. This I denoted like this. So this is equal to, what is the transformation law for this? It will be del SRS del x bar I by del XR del X J del XS. Sorry, del X bar S. This will be del. This is J, na? RS. So this is S. So this will be, I made here, I may remove this. J should come here. This is J and this will be R. S. This is S. Okay, so this is the first one. And T bar K, what is T bar K? It will be T U del X U by del X bar K. So by tensor transformation law, this is given by this and this. Now this I can put it like this, SRS, then TU. Okay. So that into baki sab together, del X bar I del X R del X S by del X bar J del X U by del X K. Okay, and this I may denote this by some P R S U into del X bar I by del X R del X S by del X bar J del X U by del X bar. And if you look to this one, it is the same transformation law for a mixed tensor of order 3. Okay, so which is the transformation law for a mixed tensor, for a mixed tensor of the type 1, 2, contravariant 1 and covariant this one. So this is the meaning of the outer product. That is what I want to say. And as another example, show that the outer product of two contravariant vectors is a contravariant tensor of rank 2. Suppose you take the outer product of two contravariant vectors, you will get a contravariant tensor of rank 2. So that also you can show it. Suppose I have one contravariant Si and another contravariant Tj. Okay, then what is the transformation law for Si? Si will be Sr into del x bar I by del x r. This is for Tj ka Ts del x bar j by del xs. Okay, so this is precisely SR Ts del x bar I by del xr del x bar j by del x s. Of the type, say 1 2. Question clearly bolo. Yeah, rank 3 and type 1 2. Type 1 2 का मतलब क्या है? Contravariant in one index. See, आप इधर देखो contravariant एक ही index है and covariant 2 और नीचे का 2. That's the meaning of that. And total rank of this means 1 plus 2 आप add करो तो 3 is the rank. कौन सा? प्रूफ हो गया ना. अब it is satisfying the transformation law for a mixed tensor. आपका लेफ्ट हैंड साइड क्या था? P बार लेफ्ट साइड I J K था. This is PRSU into this one. So what is this? This is up your tensor का definition देखो. This is transforming as a mixed tensor. So from that we are saying वो प्रूव करने की जरूरत नहीं, प्रूव हो गया इधर. It's already proved. Okay.
Sir? Sir, it is also true for 2 contravariant and 1 covariant vectors?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, it is true. Okay. So now you can see that
here that 1 2 we have written, is that a convention that always we have to write the rank of contravariant first and then?
Yes.
Okay.
First one will go for contravariant and second will go for covariant. That's right. Okay. So now you look to this one. This is also transforming like a contravariant tensor of rank 2. Okay. So which is the transformation law? Transformation law for a contravariant tensor of rank 2. Tensor of rank 2. Okay. So I think things will become more and more clear as you go further. Okay. So anyway, I will stop it here because the time is almost. So study this well and do the problems. If you do more and more problems, you will get the idea. And we can discuss the things in the coming classes. Okay. So thank you all for. Bole.
Sir, here contravariant will multiply with contravariant component. Means it will going to multiply with contravariant component only. If we have in a mixed tensor, if we have a one contravariant, then it will multiply with only contravariant, or it will going to also multiply with covariant vectors.
Suppose, see, what's the meaning of this? Suppose you have a, आप इधर देखो, you have a contravariant. This is a contravariant vector. Okay. So इसका transformation law क्या है? This is one. And this is also a contravariant. Iska transformation law this. And what you are doing is, it's multiplying SR. This, it's a component. This component you multiply with this component. Okay, it is one component. One component, the component may be some x1, ऐसा भी सकते, 2x2 is the other component. So you are merely multiplying these factors. That's the meaning here.
So sir, we can't multiply one contravariant and covariant vector means.
Multiply कर सकते हैं ना?
Okay.
They are mere components. Say आपका जो suppose I write SR and TS ऐसा ना आपने पूछा. So suppose this
Yes,
this component, this will be some component x1 and this is another component 1 by 2x2. So I can multiply them too. No problem.
sir, it can be proved geometrically also.
Geometrically it will be difficult.
Okay, sir.
Now when higher rank comes in, things will become more, it will not be obvious. Okay.
And sir, when we multiply matrices, we have the rule that the column of the first matrix and the row of the second matrix should be same. So is that some kind of rule like that in tensors too?
No, इधर नहीं है वो, इधर नहीं.
Okay, sir.
Okay. हाँ. 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 वही है ना, लास्ट क्लास में भी सेम थिंग डिस्कस किया था ना. व्हाई आई एम डिनोटिंग इट बिकॉज द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लॉ इज सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ ए कॉन्ट्रावेरिएंट, ए मिक्स्ड टेंसर. इट satisfies the transformation law, so therefore you write this is transforming like a tensor of rank 3, contravariant in 1 and covariant in 2. So that is why this quantity I can represent by using this notation. That's the thing. So because of the transformation law, I denote it. Okay. Okay, we'll meet next week.